So this is a new sort of thing that I'm doing on my channel. Since I'm doing this now, speaking of doing it, there's actually another person who's doing it. Anyway, I'm doing a level review.
Are you copying me?
No. Hey, what are you doing there? It's my channel. Get out! Get out! Get out! Right, so let's get right into business. I'll be dividing the video into separate parts so that I can dive into each one deeper. They will be classified by the modes of the player cube. Let's get right into it. Plasma Pulse Finale Review. To clear it up, I have played the level 3 times in practice just to get a feel for it. So I know which part is fun and which part isn't so. So don't argue with me! The cube parts in the level mostly relies on the concept of late timings. This leads to the connection with a huge amount of memorization and consistency while playing the 2-minute long hell of a level. Surprisingly, there is very few fun value for the cube parts as a whole. However, I did find some parts really fun and entertaining to play. Though it's not that well executed, there is still some gameplay at least. The part that I found the most fun playing is the one starting at 41%. The part is fun itself and it doesn't need any kinds of harsh timings. The black and white flashes added a wow component and they really make you look cool playing it. The design of the cube parts is quite simple and seemingly lazy comparing to the other parts, though on the same par with the spider parts. Overall, the cubes are vastly mediocre, with quite poorly created gameplay with generic decorations. The ship in the level is overall good. The gameplay is quite bad at parts since it's packed with straight flying, which is known as a hell for miserable 60Hz players. There are some unique concepts, but those are overlapped by the generic straight flying parts. The design here also doesn't seem lacking, with very well made effects in the background. The simplicity of the block design with the complexity of the effects really worked out with the continuation of the previous parts and the later parts. I don't really have a favorite part since every part's gameplay is the same anyway. The one UFO part in this level is arguably the most fun part in the whole level. It has always been a signature part in every other level in the Plasma Pulse series, being known as a hell in Plasma Pulse 3 and disgraces in Plasma Pulse and Plasma Pulse 2. However, in this particular finale to the long-lived series, it's ludicrously fun to play. It's very well thought out and it has a great amount of clicks and breaks. With the purple color scheme and with flashing syncing to the beats of the song, it's amazing to stare at when you're playing it. The ball is kind of confusing itself. There are tons of transportation portals, with you being the mini ball all the time. Except at the beginning, which the player is normal sized. The sync is especially amazing, with the transportation portals timed to the beats of the song, which will make you very satisfied while playing it. There was also a small swing copter part, which does not have very good gameplay, but the design and the effects are absolutely astounding. Overall, there isn't much to talk about the ball parts, but it has quite mediocre gameplay with amazing decorations. My favorite part is definitely the part with a bunch of transportation portals, due to the fact that it's so interesting to look at. The wave parts are possibly the most fun parts in the entire level. Despite me saying the UFO parts were a minute ago, the most fun part. The parts are rather well designed, with well executed gameplay choices. I wish they had put in more upside down gameplay gimmick, since the parts are only played with normal gravity, and the part will have more creativity value than just putting it in normally. The design is really great. Part that flashes purple and yellow, same time really blended in well with the level. So I really adore the effort that was put into making the level. However, I like the one at the beginning since it's more fun on the hands when you're playing it. Amazing. The robot at first feels really cool to look at. But when you start playing it, you'll soon realize that what you see isn't necessarily satisfying. The timings for the robot are very harshly made. One misclick or one false timing will lead you to instant death, especially at the duels starting at 33%. The robot and the cube must be timed separately and should be earlier than expected. Though with the surprisingly difficult gameplay, the design is rather simple, with some really generic block and air decorations. Since the parts are so intimidating and attempt slaughtering, I won't choose a favorite part this time. This 2.1 game mode has been way overused in the level, and it's really overwhelming. Some of the parts have really cool gameplay creations which I really adore. In contrast, the majority of the parts are just straight up cancer, with parts just going up and down for 5 to 6 times or so. There was very few creativity value for the parts themselves and the gameplay creators, Jiran and Smokes themselves. The parts look really fun on the eyes, aka the precious visuals. They look so bouncy, my god. The design differs largely from each other, running at parts and stiff. Overall, there isn't much to say about it. It's just overall overused, overestimated, overplayed, and completely and utterly underdecorated. Overall, this level is rather decent comparing to the other ones in the series, but looks more challenging in a unique way. The visuals are sort of bland and unoriginal. The gameplay could most of the time be annoying as galactic fragility, which could be improved, and the difficulty can meet with deceased dad, who was diagnosed with cancer. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Drop a like down below. What level should I review next, and I might do it in the next video. Make sure to check out Nick Babick's channel. He helped me a bit during this video by taking that voice recording you heard at the beginning of the video. He also makes level reviews, so make sure to check them out as well. I would link his channel in the description down below. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Keep jumping, and I'll see you soon in the next videos.